guys, FFBE here. I'm going to attempt to record my voice and talk about the new upcoming banner. I apologize if this is painful to listen to, but yeah, it's just easier than recording all the text or getting all that stuff edited. So we have one good unit and two okay units in this banner. The good unit is Delita, who, if you've played the game, he's kind of like the main protagonist's friend / enemy, kind of like a Kane kind of character. Gaffgarion and Alma are kind of side characters, but still important to the story. Delita is unfortunately a base 5-star, which makes him really hard to pull, kind of like Lightning. Hopefully the drop rates are a little bit better because he's not as good as Lightning. But as you can see from this, he has really good stats. He has a good Trust Master reward, Blade. And we'll go over his abilities in just a little bit. Gaffgarion is okay. He doesn't really have great abilities, and he tops out at 5 stars. And as far as I know, he's still 5 stars in Japan. But he does have a good Trust Master reward that has the highest attack boost. So if you get him, I mean, at least that's one plus side to it. He's not going to be like a great unit unless your party is kind of weak. And Alma's kind of interesting. She has good healing abilities, Kiraja and Isuna for her status abilities, but at the same time, she also has Ultima, which is the best black magic. So she's kind of a hybrid. We'll talk about it a little bit more in just a little bit. So Delita, again, she's a base 5-star, and he goes to 6-star, so he'd be our second one in global. In Japan, he's rated as a 90 out of 100, so he's solid, but not like super awesome, future-proof. But when he comes out, he's probably going to be the second best damage dealer next to Lightning. So he has great equipment. I mean, he can equip everything, so obviously there's a lot of flexibility. Good stats, not the highest attack, but at 6-star, I mean, he's really darn good. Notable abilities to talk about. He has just a lot of useful stuff. Helm Break reduces spirit by 40%, which is more than full break does. He has Medicate, which kind of gets rid of some status ailments. Importantly, he has Barrage, so automatically that pushes him to near the top of the damage dealing category. Attack plus 20% passive, which is what Chizuru has. A lot of pretty useful abilities. Nothing that makes him OP or anything, but reduces defense, ignores defense, and this is all stuff that's more than full break, so you don't have to worry about it like being overridden or being useless in light of full break. Plus HP 30%, great stats. And this one is probably one of his most unique and best abilities. Meditate, which increases magic and spirit by 45%, which is better than focus. So this is kind of like the future, as far as these kinds of buffs go. I think we're seeing a little bit more of a mage meta being pushed. Physical damage dealers are still better overall, but as you'll see in like the upcoming event, magic is becoming very useful for some of these things. Enemies have really high defenses, but magic works really well. So yeah, this is all good all-around unit. Nothing super OP, but if you get him, then you'll be very happy. Unfortunately, he's hard to pull, so that's the downside. Great Trust Master reward, as I mentioned. Alma is a hybrid kind of character. She's kind of like a red mage on steroids. But in my opinion, overall, I would still use Lenna because of cheer, boosting that physical party. But if you don't use a physical party, then you might want to consider Alma. So Alma has a lot of good passes, as you can see here. Cura, which is useful for its MP. All this stuff is kind of useless. Kiraja, best healing ability in the game so far. Isuna, which is great. Notably, Isuna does not cure stone, so with the new Colosseum enemies that often stone you, you're gonna still want like a stone ra somewhere. And then Ultima, the first character that has Ultima as a native ability. This is the best magic ability in the game right now. It does use a lot of MP, so you're not gonna be able to just spam it all over the place, but yeah, it makes her a pretty versatile character. Not the best healer, not the best mage, because all she has is Ultima, but you know, she's pretty slot efficient if you don't have like a Lenna and a Kefka, you know, so pretty good unit, but probably not the best future-proof unit. And she doesn't, this is really weird, she doesn't equip any weapons, so yeah, that's Alma. Gaffgarion is okay. If he had come out early in the game, he would be considered, you know, really good, but at this point of the game, he doesn't really have anything that really stands out. He doesn't even have Barrage. Pretty limited equipment selection here. Blade Blitz, again, that's, you know, oldie but a goodie. All kind of decent. I really don't like these dark side, unfolding sacrifice abilities. They just cost a ton of health. I mean, yeah, you can keep it up with healers and stuff, but like dark side, why would you want to use this for 1.5 and sacrifice 30% of your HP when you can just use Blade Blitz for 1.4? Yeah, it costs no mana or MP, but still, it's kind of weird. Crushing Blow is okay. It's like a better version of Blade Bash. But as you can see, it's just not really good stuff here. Yeah, it's just a pretty mediocre unit. But as I mentioned before, the TMs are good for all of these units. So, yeah, like Alma's TM is the best robe that has, you know, especially for her, because it boosts both magic and spirit by a large amount, and auto protected shell. So, and Gaffgarion again is the best attack boosting accessory. So these units, I mean, this banner is okay. Whichever unit you pull, you can't really lose because you have good trust masters all around. I would want Delita, but the pull rate is going to be so low that I'm not going to go hard for him. So that's my review of this banner. I apologize for my voice. I don't know why it's taking so long for it to come back, but hopefully I was audible and it wasn't too painful to listen to. And yeah, let me know if you guys are planning on pulling. I know a lot of people are broke from lightning, but you know, this banner is appealing in some ways. Not the best, but yeah, good luck if you decide to pull, and I'll see you guys next time.